guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kinga, and today we are going to be talking about all the things that I have found that made autumn exist for me, because a few years ago for me it was just summer and winter. Those two things existed for me. All like spring and autumn, it's just something for me that we need to get over with, and it didn't really exist for me. I don't really care about autumn, but this year for some reason something has changed. I'm probably getting old, but I love the autumn vibe. So I've bought a few gadgets that I think make autumn very, very special. You probably know about this. I know I'm not discovering anything new probably. I mean, some gadgets are pretty basic and pretty obvious, but some gadgets I have found in places like Primark that I haven't seen before, and they're pretty new things for me. I don't know. And I think I'm gonna start with something that is absolutely basic when it comes to autumn, and it's a pumpkin. Of course it's a pumpkin, guys. I mean, are you really an autumn girl or autumn boy if you don't have a pumpkin in your house? It can be for decoration purposes. You can just leave it like that, or you can cut out the face because it's Halloween coming soon, or you can use it for cooking. And what I usually do with my pumpkin, I buy quite a few and then I freeze it, because then I can enjoy. I love pumpkin soup, so I can enjoy pumpkin soup for a little bit longer, because I don't know what happens in your areas, in your countries, but the only time when I can buy pumpkin is only during autumn, only around September, October time. Other time is not available at all. So this is a pumpkin. Another thing that I think is pretty classy for autumn is obviously autumn candle. And I have found this amazing candle. It's a Yankee candle, but it's a home inspiration. And I went to Tesco a few weeks ago, and I have found Yankee candle, home inspiration, Hello Pumpkin exclusive for Tesco. And it smells amazing. And just so what my friend pointed out, you can buy a home inspiration in Asda as well, and probably in other supermarkets, but home inspiration smells a bit less intense than normal Yankee candles. But that is that is a plus for me, because I have very small flat, very small apartment, and I don't have much space in here. So Yankee candles are a bit too strong for me sometimes. So having this one that is a little bit more stable is amazing, and it smells amazing, and it's sweet and a little bit spicy, and I can smell like apple scents in it, but none of those scents, that scent is not too strong. Like it's not annoying, and it doesn't give me a headache. So it's a Yankee candle home inspiration. Definitely you can buy it in Tesco. It says it's exclusive, so it might be just exclusive for Tesco, and it's called Hello Pumpkin, but they did have two other. They have a berry one, and they had a Halloween one, the black candle, and I was thinking between this one and the black one, but I bought this one. I wanted to buy both, but I'm probably not going to use them both, because I'm always out of my house, and I don't burn the candles that often, so that one is probably going to last me for 1 or 2 seasons, no problem. Another thing that I've bought that is also a candle, and it's like more of a home decor, is the candle that I found in Primark. There's going to be quite a few things from Primark today. I've already taken off the price, but it was around £250, and it's beautiful. I've bought it in that sort of a pumpkin color. If you put it together with pumpkin, it's very similar. I don't really have a house in a color like this, but I do have a little bit of a decoration on my coffee table and my kitchen table, and I think this candle suits perfectly for the autumn time, and I really love the pattern. It's quite small, but I think it's better because it doesn't take much of a space. If you have a small apartment, you really want to buy more of the small decorations than the bigger ones. Another thing that is pretty basic for the Autumn is obviously an autumn cap. I'm not really into buying too many seasonal caps because I will be only able to use them for that certain season. But I saw this cap in Starbucks and I was like, I need to have it. I love it. I need to have it. Normally I already have a Starbucks cap like this. I've got a white one and I've got a Christmas one, and I always forget to take them with me and I never end up using them. But this one I have in my backpack at all times because I'm like, if I'm gonna wanna have a coffee, pumpkin spice coffee, I need to have it in this cap. So I have it with me at all times. I love it. It's just those pumpkins. It's sometimes the decorations for winter are quite tacky and they're quite like, what? But this one is a black cap. I love the black vibe and I love the pumpkins on it. It was only £2, so it was a bit more expensive than the regular white cap from Starbucks. But if you're looking for a cap that is reusable, it's easy to wash, it doesn't smell, because sometimes when you buy plastic cups like this, they end up having a bad smell, but that one doesn't. I've used it a few times. It was just fine. It's easy to wash. I love this cap. It's very practical. I love it. And that when we're speaking about coffees, I think it's worth mentioning that there's not a autumn coffee without a syrup, and I was looking for syrups in a lot of different places. It's actually really hard to buy a coffee syrup. I couldn't find any in Asda, I couldn't find any in Tesco, but I went to TK Maxx and they did have quite a good range of coffee syrups in there. But the issue with the issue that I had with TK Maxx is those bottles were really big. I don't use them that often. I just use them from time to time because sometimes majority of the times I don't have time to I know it doesn't take that much time, but I just wake up, I do my coffee and I forget about this using syrup anyway. So the bottles were too big and you had to choose which one you want. If you wanted more than two, then you would have two big bottles of syrup, and it's very likely that you won't be able to use it before it expires. So I've bought these ones. So you've got 4 flavors of coffee syrups in here. They all have a pumpkin vibe with like pumpkin spice, but there's like pumpkin and chocolate, pumpkin and vanilla, pumpkin and caramel, and pumpkin spice. You can buy those in Primark. They're £4, as you can see on the box. I've already used some of them and they're okay. They don't taste exactly like the ones from the syrups from Starbucks, but they're okay. If you're a fan of syrups, I think you should definitely try them. And they come in a set of 4, so you got 4 different flavors. You don't need to buy loads, and there's a bigger chance that you're gonna use them and not waste any food. I don't know what is there. There's 45 milliliters in one. I think if you bought one in TK Maxx, they were also around £5, and I think they were also the same, maybe a bit bigger. I don't remember, but they were more or less the same portion of a syrup. But the amount of syrup for the same price is the same in TK Maxx. But as I said, you've only buying 1 flavor. In here you've got 4, and they're in are they glass? Yeah, they're in a glass bottle, so it's not plastic. So it's an extra. There is one thing that is very specific for almost everything that you do this winter or eat this winter, and it's cinnamon. A lot of things that you cook or use or bake, or majority of the beverages, autumn beverages, have cinnamon in it. And I've got amazing recipe for the tea. I'm saying recipe, it's like a normal tea, but you put things in, and I'm gonna show you right now what I do. So hello you guys, I'm behind the camera. I'm gonna show you the great recipe for the autumn tea that I've told you about. So to do that amazing recipe, you need honey. I've got honey that I got from Poland. You need an orange. I use cloves and cinnamon sticks, and when I've been to Poland, Costa does an autumn tea in there. And I've asked them what is this kind of branch that they put in a tea, and they said it's a rosemary. So I bought rosemary, and we're gonna use that. And the tea that I'm using usually is If it's the middle of the day, I found this winter warmer, and it's puka with ginger, rooibos, orange and star anise. So there is anise in that tea anyway. Or you can use, I'm sorry the package is a bit ruined, but I use the clipper, snore and peace, chamomile, lemon balm and lavender, and I use it in the evening if it's like an evening tea before I go to bed. So but you can actually use any tea you want. So first of all, I'm obviously putting the rosemary, then I'm putting a cinnamon stick and I'm putting it in the tea. Then I put a few cloves, what's it called? Clove seeds, like maybe 2 or 3. Sorry for the lighting, but this is literally the best place that I can do. And I'm gonna cut the orange. So I'm just using something like that. So now we add some hot water. And I'm obviously adding a tea bag. I forgot about the most important thing in here. But yeah, I let it brew for 10 minutes and I cover it up. And I'm waiting 10 minutes. Okay, so now we've gone past 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna add honey. And that is my recipe for the autumn tea, because they're perfect for the tea. I'm not sure, perfect for the baking, for the desserts. I'm not sure how they would work if you put them in the coffee, but I haven't tried that. Maybe I will in the future. But tea, amazing. Another thing that I want to mention, is it the last thing? I think no, it's almost the last thing. When we're talking about beverages, we can't skip the hot chocolate. And guys, I don't know if you saw on TikTok and all the social media, those bombs of chocolate that you put and you just pour a hot milk over them. So I found something like this in Primark, but in the shape of pumpkins. I'm like, oh my god, girl, I love them. I have to have them. So you can see the picture of what it looks like. So you put that in the cup and then you just boil milk and then you pour milk over it, and they've got marshmallows inside. Do they? With mini marshmallows inside. I'm like, girl, I'm dying for this. So I decided I'm gonna buy these. They were £5 for 2, so quite expensive. Primark did have the regular chocolate bombs, like just bombs that are chocolate, they're not in the shape of anything. 3 for I think £5 as well. So if you're on a budget but really want to try them and you don't care about pumpkin, you can buy the other ones. These ones are in a chocolate flavor, so it's not in a pumpkin flavor, they're in a chocolate flavor, but they're pumpkin shaped. So these are the two. I'm completely in love with them. So that's what happens. And the last thing that I would like to mention, so I in the last few years I was collecting Too Faced palettes. So I've had 3. So I've got a gingerbread, the first gingerbread one, the gingerbread spice, and gingerbread extra spice. I also had the one, I'm gonna show you the picture in here, but I'm gonna sell it on eBay because I've never used it, because the problems with those palettes, they have pretty similar colors like the autumn ones, and I've just left those 2, but I'm gonna sell the other one. I know there is a pumpkin spice one, the latest one, and you can buy it, but if I'm gonna give you the tip, they never sell out and you can buy them after the season for half the price. I've bought both of those for like £20, even though they normally go for like 39, I think. But I bought these 2 and I'm super happy. I've got the makeup done with both of them right now. So gingerbread, you can use them for, gingerbread is more for Christmas, but as I said, they have a very autumn colors, and you can use them. They're perfect for the autumn. You can see it on my eyes right now. So that is it. I think I've talked about everything that I've bought. I know maybe there's quite a few things, but I think they're very interesting and very cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope I gave you some inspiration on how you can make your autumn a little bit better. If it's shit, I mean it's pretty now, but majority of the time it's shit. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and give it a subscription, give my channel a subscription so you can see future videos. And I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!